Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to look at the newly released OnePlus Nord. Let's check it out. There are many pros and cons about this phone. Some of the pros being, the phone is very affordable and a good value for money. It has a modern design with good looking colors. There are many different features when it comes to the camera. It comes with a warp charger in the box, which is also the same charger which comes with the OnePlus 8 Pro. Remember, that's the flagship phone. It uses the Snapdragon 765, which is a very reliable chip, and it also has an in-screen fingerprint scanner, which is something you see on flagship phones, and it's very good to see this coming onto a mid-range phone. But remember, there's also some cons about this phone. One of them being the battery life. It varies, meaning sometimes it will be very good and last the whole day, and sometimes it won't do that. You might have to recharge. It's not water or dust resistant, but obviously it will keep some out, but it's not certified, so it doesn't have an IP68 or 67 rating like flagship phones. Now let's get onto the specs. This phone comes with two colors, the grey onyx and the blue marble. The phone is very comfortable to hold. It uses Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and the back, but on the sides it uses plastic, which is made to look like metal, but it's actually just plastic. When the phone is dropped on the corners and the edges, you can really see how much impact the plastic has taken. There are two storage options, 128GB and 256GB. And it comes with 8 or 12GB of RAM, depending on how much storage you take. The display is pretty good for a flagship phone. It comes with AMOLED display and 90Hz, and its size is 6.4 inches. It runs Oxygen OS, which runs very well when it's paired with the Snapdragon 765. The interface is very smooth and you can get into apps, but sometimes you may feel a bit of lag, like when opening heavy games or even when opening the camera. There are 4 rear cameras. The main one is 48 megapixels and is the same camera which is in the flagship OnePlus 8 and 8 Pro. There's also an ultra-wide camera which is only 8 megapixels, but it comes with 119 degrees of view. For some comparison, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra has 120 degrees of view. So 119 is not too bad. It also has a depth lens which is 5 megapixels. Again, not really needed, but it's there. And then a macro lens with 2 megapixels, but I'm once again disappointed. 2 megapixels is not the best, and the quality you get out of it is also pretty low. If you don't know, a macro lens is for taking pictures of close-up things. The front camera, however, is a dual setup. The main camera is 32 megapixels on the front. The second camera on the front is an ultra-wide camera. It has 8 megapixels and 105 degrees of view. I think this camera works very well, especially when you need to fit in all the people in one picture. The video recording on the OnePlus Nord is average. I wouldn't say it's very good or very bad, it's alright. That's because it can do 180p at 60 frames per second and 4K at 30 frames per second. A small perk also included is super slow-mo. The battery is 4100 milliamps, which is very good for a phone in this budget. The phone can regularly last a full day without needing to recharge, but there are some days where you need to recharge. Even if you do need to recharge, it's pretty easy because you have the warp charger, which is a 30-watt charger. And the price for this phone starts at 680 Australian dollars, which for some comparison, that's actually cheaper than the iPhone SE. Now there are some accessories you can get with the phone. One of them is actually included in the box. You get a free clear case in the box. OnePlus have also introduced the OnePlus Buds, which is color-coded with the phone. That obviously is an extra you would need to pay for. Now onto my view. I think the OnePlus Nord was made to directly compete with the iPhone SE and other mid-budget phones here and there. When OnePlus was first introduced, I remember that they were very cheap and everyone used to get them. But slowly over the years, they've actually become way more expensive than they started off with. So I think the OnePlus Nord is a good idea because you can still get OnePlus's features, but at a lower price point. All the parts on this phone work very well. It's pretty average, if you want to say. It's not overly great and overly bad. It's in the middle. But I would say this is a positive because it's a budget phone. If everything is average, you have nothing to compromise for. Now, one problem I have with this phone. It's not released in all the countries. It's only released in Europe and Asia. So it's not released in America, not released in Canada, not released in Australia, none. Only Europe and Asia, which is not good. I would suggest OnePlus release it in all countries, especially in Australia. Here, the last OnePlus phone we got was the OnePlus 5, which is a really old phone and I think no one bought. I think if they continue to market their products better into more countries, it might sell better. For example, Apple and Samsung, they sell everywhere. Like I'm saying everywhere. And their sales are crazy. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. This phone is a real big release and we still have to see how it does when it comes to how many people buy the phone. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and like this video. See you next time. Bye.